there's a battlefield of disabled, burned, and destroyed vehicles. However, amongst the wrecks, some of the vehicles are still operational. They may be tracked or otherwise non-functional. Some may shoot, some may not. So your job today is to escort and defend the rescue forces while they go and rescue our soldiers, and make sure that they can get there without being shot at, if possible. And second task is to blow up the walls of the prison holding our troops captive to facilitate next week's operation. For assets, we have pretty much the same as last week, with 7 tankers, the Overlord, and 2 carriers, as well as Tarwa. We'll be flying on very early mornings with 12 degrees and low winds at low altitudes and moderate winds at high altitudes. No turbulence. Enemy overview: be prepared for any and all threats on the ground for people who are going to be doing the Raptor escort. It's going to be armored vehicles, BMPs, AAA, manpads, anything that has not been fully destroyed is going to still be potentially active or not. Just make sure to prioritize over which ones seem to be moving. For air threats, we initially had reports of possible F4s and F14s. However, these have been discarded as we now think they are not in operational capacity and should be only seeing F5s and MiG-29s. For rescue forces, a group of 2 to 4 Chinooks, which actually is going to be 4 Chinooks, 3 Chinooks, sorry. Oh no, we have 2 people signed up, so 4 Chinooks. And for, the briefing is wrong, now it's going to be Apaches. We'll be taking off from Havadaria and head towards Minab. So I don't know if I have the laser pointer on. I didn't. There we go. So Havadaria is here. Minab is somewhere here. This is where we're going to be rescuing. Flight the assigned routes and clear any remaining hostiles between this waypoint and search and rescue. Once you get really close, there should be some smoke markers which will help you identify our friendlies. They are blue. Should be very easy to see. Of course, don't bomb our friendlies. Chinooks will be coming in for a landing and rescue them. Once the Chinooks have landed, any of the casts that are flying towards there, so A10s, F4, you can freely go back to base, as they should already be cleared to go back with no trouble. Strike Force, F-18s, F-16s, F-15s. You are going to be taking out the prison. However, to get there, you're first going to be taking out that SA-5 up north. If you don't take it out, chances you get to the prison are minimal, as you would have to fly very low on the ground. If you and when you manage, to shoot down the SA-5, you can also go for the optional SA-10 and SA-2 sites, which are on the east. Graphic here. If you also manage in ingress to get the EWR that is somewhere around this small lump here, that is not really a mountain, it's not really that high, more of like a small hill, that will be also extra points. And F-15s, you are to be bombing the prison complex. We're going to get a little bit more into detail the next slide. And also destroy any vehicle that could make it hard for our ground forces to get down there. So F-15s, this is how the prison looks as of 6 a.m. this morning. So about 25 minutes from where we're going to be flying now. Do not destroy the prison cells. The cells are these orange-shaped 3 markers here. Please get the walls around and also the center building here. Center building is only administrative, there's no troops inside. However, make sure that when you get that building, you don't blow up the adjacent buildings as well. So bring smaller grade bombs. You don't want to kill our prisoners. F-14s, you'll be flying your barcap points and try not to pass them, as you could be exposed to SAMs if you do. As a reminder, these are your barcap points, left and right. And Chinooks, if there are still forces on the battlefield, just be aware that Spectre 1 will be going defensive maneuvering and still make their way towards the landing zone. They will not be waiting for the zone to clear up. So if you see that there are still forces shooting down on you, just prepare to follow Spectre 1. Support assets, same as last week, no changes. Communications, same as last week. We have SMC 2701 for Strike Force, SMC 270.2 for Rescue Forces. If we have no questions, we can get to success criteria, which will be for this mission to get all the choppers down to the extraction point as the main objective. Secondary will be clearing out the SA site, SA5, that is protecting Shiraz, which will allow us to get to the prison, as well as capturing Shiraz International, and bonus points if additional SAM sites are cleared. For each blue jet, -1, -3 if blue on blue. And if the prison walls are intact at the end of the mission, or more than one prisoner barrack was destroyed, we consider that the mission on that front is a failure. So keep that in mind. Also, with that being said, the current total of points we have, we are for the first time over marginal victory. So let's try and make sure that we either keep there or get a full victory, which would be even better. We have 2 more missions with this one included for the remaining campaign. So get to your seats and fly out.
I do have a quick question for 14s.
Yes.
You said not too far inland. Do you have a ballpark how many miles dry we can be before it's dangerous?
Probably
10
about
miles, 20
30
miles,
nautical miles.
30. Roger that.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Any other questions?
What kind of ground units can the F4s expect? Just tanks and assorted things. Nothing super dangerous to shoot us down, I guess.
Expect manpads still. If you see a manpad, they will probably be other people around. These would be only forces that are trying to actively rescue other forces. They'll be clumped up together. There may or may not be a Shilka remaining. We are entirely not sure.
Copy.
You will see it with tracers anyway if you fly up close. I recommend you do a fast pass initially just to check if anything's gone there.
Roger.
Oh, also, I forgot to mention it. For people who are going to be doing the escort, the CAS escort, choppers are going to be beating up here in Bandar Abbas. You do not necessarily need to meet up there. You can if you want to. However, they're not going to be stopping. So, like, once they move from here, we're going to fly all the way down and then here. And somewhere along this line is where the enemy troops are. So, if you can get there before, it's always better because otherwise you will have a hard time clearing up the zone. Otherwise, free to break out.
Hey, Riptide, you want to go down to the helicopter one?
Copy.
Yeah.
Arms tall, it's double ugly.
Arms tall, double ugly.
So I don't know if y'all looked at the frag orders, but if we don't go for the optional sites, it's a 700-mile flight.
Damn.
If we do go for the optional sites, it is
farther than 700.
More.
They want the sites destroyed or just suppressed?
Destroyed.
They're going to want them
The
destroyed.
5.
Then we're going to need more than harms and tolls.
I'm going to pack some JDAMs. I love my JDAMs.
if we go to all objectives, it's a 720-mile flight.
Say focus on the EWR and the SA5.
Yeah, that's kind of what I'm feeling too.
Hello.
So, game around the bend. Look at that.
T-Bone question for you.
Mm-hmm.
What if we sent all of the 18s to the SA5 site and you guys take that out and then just me and Lana go to take out the EWR? Because it's only the 216s.
That's fine with me because, I mean, we got like a 750-mile flight if we attempt to do anything but that SA5. So,
that
we're
is
cool just
quite untrue because you're not going to be flying to the STEM sites. So you should be staying far away from them. at all times.
Yeah.
I want to
All
fly
right,
wing
well,
tonight.
I have to restart my
Well,
PC. I'll be back.
Yep, we'll see you guys. See you guys up there.
Yeah, we'll head for the SA5.
What if
I
we
don't want to
do
lead tonight. I want to fly wing.
What
Yeah,
if we
so
do-
with what Lenarsis just said, they have no intention of us destroying anything. He doesn't want us inside of JDAM range. Is not what he just said, basically.
Not what the briefing says.
Armed and called.
Back at the briefing.
One second. Go grab another brewski, guys.
So the success criteria says clear the SA5 site, protecting Shiraz. Bonus additional SAM sites cleared.
if we're not going for the the EWR, why not just fly direct to the SA5?
Yeah, man, that's what we're gonna do. Just fly direct.
And is that on a waypoint or is that
Looks like waypoint 2.
waypoint 2? Okay. Yeah, I didn't get a chance to look at the frag wars this week.
It's 254 miles straight. 262 miles straight.
Got a little hike.
on the way.
That's why I'm debating. The problem is that the tanker is up near waypoint 1, which is 50 miles out of the way if we head direct.
Let's see, how far away is the tanker though from the actual target point?
300 nautical miles is the total. And so it's 215 nautical from the waypoint.
So we're only flying like 45 miles to the tanker and then another 220 to the target, basically.
86 miles to the tanker. Because it's south and west of the objective.
Yeah. I mean, it might be worth just topping off.
Yeah, but then doesn't that put us not like on station at the right time?
Okay, valid point. Yeah. Well, we might top off on the way back.
Also divert
Or just
on the way
get
back.
There is no the boat is closer than any divert airfield.
So just we'll hit the tanker on the way back, and then just get to 5,000 pounds or 6,000 pounds to where you can remain on station for landing. Then
Get high as hell and fly F past the whole way.
yeah,
The problem is,
That's fine.
yeah,
it's gonna be heavy as shit too.
Yeah.
What's wrong with 3 bags?
Can't carry enough munitions.
Less ordnance.
If we had 16 Hornets, I would say 3 bags, but we don't have 16 Hornets.
I mean, how many targets do we reasonably have to hit?
1.
I mean, if he wants it, if he's wanting just to do full seed and deed, it's going to be like 15. Because that means all the launchers through.
Let's take some clusters and
Well, he doesn't want us getting close enough, though. Bring
I know
How about a couple J cells?
that works.
It should be able to shoot it down, shouldn't it?
Do we not want to bring the Talds then? Because the SA5 can't shoot things down.
It may have a 15.
Yeah, if it's got a 15 protecting it.
I mean, I'm looking at it right now. I only see the 5, but I could be wrong. But for some reason,
I could bring 2 double racks of J Sows. I mean,
yeah, do we want to like split it up? Like some people bring J South, some bring Talds. Either way, we're overwhelming it for the harms too.
How many people we got? 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Tar Heel, you're gonna slot in. Where do you want to fly Tar Heel? Or do you care?
It doesn't matter. -2 somewhere maybe, or 4.
All right, you'll fly a J-Dub at -2.
We're gonna do like 2 flights of 4, 4 flights
Yeah.
of 2.
Red, you'll just come up and be my 4. Sound good?
Roger that. Wasn't kind of feeling.
You want me as your wing, or T-Bone? You want me as your wing?
Oh yeah, you're not on the right.
Hey, Lush, what happened, man? Sting 1-1, Sting 2-1.
Can you guys hear me?
Just about, I'm bouncing, and it's just me and Burger right now. Yeah, I can hear you now.
Couldn't get my mic to work and then shit was going crazy.
100 miles to your target. We are going to hit waypoint 2 with 2 arms apiece and then hit waypoint 4 on the way out with 1 arm.
Can you guys hear me on here?